Alright, my name is Conrad Braun, and I want to thank you first of all for purchasing Pingautomatic. What I want to do right now is just show you how you can install this WordPress plugin. I have a feeling if you're watching this you already installed it, but just in case I'm going to quickly walk you through it just to show you exactly how you install it, just how simple it is. It works just like any other WordPress plugin, so it should not be all that complicated. So first thing we'll do, we'll log into a blog, which I've done here, and then we'll go under plugins, and then we'll click on add new plugin, and then we'll click on upload, and we'll select the file which I downloaded onto my desktop. As you can see, I downloaded onto my desktop, so just find where you downloaded it to, select it, click open. As you can see, it's right there, and then you just click install, and there we go, it's been installed successfully. And what we'll do right now is just click activate plugin, and it should be activated. It says it right there, plugin activated. Okay, so as you can see, it's right here and it's active. You can deactivate it or whatever you want to do with it. But if you come down to the left sidebar here, you'll see the plugin again. Possible that it's slid together like that, but you can just open it up, and then this is where you'll be watching this very video. I'll be posting it right here. But then if you click add campaign, this is where you would come in to create a new campaign. So first of all, for the first one here, you just select a random name. This is just for your record keepsake, so you know what this campaign is all about. So let's just label it number 1. Can be anything, right? And here we want to put, it is important, I should maybe note this, that each campaign should be centered and focused around one niche. So let's say your site is about dog training, and you have another site about how to make money online. You should create separate campaigns for it, but you should never run them both within the same campaign, because it randomly picks the keywords, and then later on, as you will see, it randomly picks the URLs, it matches it with the keywords randomly. So it's all randomized. So it's important that each keyword is relevant for each of the links that you enter for each campaign. And as I will show you later, you can you can create more campaigns with each installation, but for this demonstration purpose, what we'll do right now is we'll just enter one set of keywords. I'll just quickly pause the video, I'll enter some random keywords here, okay? So what I've done here, I created, I just entered 3 different keywords here, and as you can see right here, you can also spin each keyword phrase. So it's important that you enter 1 keyword per line. But let's say this example right here, so it would randomly select either make money fast or make money quick. Okay, so it randomly selects, but it's important that you follow the format that I lay out here on the side. Okay, always just follow the instructions if you're unsure. Okay, so let's move on to the pinging preferences. Now the question here is, do you have a list of links that you want to ping, or do you want to ping the page that the visitor lands on? If that is the case, you just select self-pinging, and what it will do when a visitor lands on a page, it will ping that very page. And again, it's important to note that it will only ping once per IP address, once every 24 hours. So it will never spam the search engines with too much pinging or anything like that. So it's 100% safe in that regard. Okay, I just wanted to make a note of that. If you'd rather ping a list of links that you might have, you'd click custom pinging, and then a box will open up here, and I'll just quickly open up just a list of links here myself. Select all. What I'll do, I'll just copy it, I'll paste it in here. It's just that easy. You can enter a whole bunch of links in there like that. Okay, and like I said earlier, it will randomly, when it creates an RSS feed that it pings, it will randomly ping one of these links match with one of these keywords. So it will randomly pick from either box. So it's important that all of these keywords match all of these links, and vice versa. Okay, let's move on to RSS URL. Generally what I would do here, enter any URL that you want. For example, your blog RSS feed, you can just enter that in here, or you can literally take any RSS feed that you want and it will ping it along when one of these other links here gets pinged. Generally what I do, I just, like I said, I just paste an RSS feed from my blog in here. Just to give you an idea, what I'll do, I'll just go to my blog right here. I'll just click on the RSS feed button. I have mine with feed burner. Highly recommend it. It's not a must though. So I just copy that. Let's go back to the campaign, enter the RSS feed, and it will randomly, it'll always ping it when it pings one of these here, okay? It's a good way to draw a lot of attention to your RSS feed. You know, every time you make a new blog post, the search engines will be all over it. But again, it can be any blog feed, any RSS feed that you desire. Now here what we have here is a backlink finder. One question that used to come up always is, yeah, I do have a lot of backlinks, but how can I find them? You know, I want to ping backlinks that are already indexed in the search engines, and I want to enter them into the campaign. How can I find them? And what I had my programmer do is I had him create this little add-on right here. So basically, if this is the route that you want to go, I would recommend that you do this first, that you first find the backlinks that you have of your site in the search engines. Again, that list will not be very thorough, that will not have all your backlinks, but it'll usually grab, you know, the first few hundred from Google and the first few hundred from Yahoo. So, but I highly recommend that you use other tools that are more thorough than this one here. One thing I should note though, if you do decide to use it here, it will refresh this entire page, which means you will lose everything that you've done up to this point. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just skip this here. It's not important. I already have my links right here, so I will just leave it. Okay, and then here are IP addresses that I can ignore. If you have certain IP addresses that you do not want to cause a ping from, you can just enter those IP addresses here. If you're not sure what that means or anything like that, just leave it blank. Don't even worry about it. It's 100% optional, as I mentioned right there. I never bother with it. I never touch it, but I just wanted to put it in place, you know, just in case, right? And referring sites, you can do the same thing. Let's say you want to make sure that if a visitor comes to your site through Google, that it does not cause, the visitor does not cause your site to get pinged. You can simply enter google.com or whatever referring URL you want to block the ping cause from. So basically, if somebody comes to your site from Google and you do not want the script to ping for every visitor that comes from Google, just enter the Google domain name in there, and you can enter any domain in there that you want. But again, for as far as I'm concerned, I never touch it. I never bother with it, so I just leave it as it is. Okay, so that's it. It was that easy to set up a campaign. I talked a lot. I hope I didn't bore you to death, but it really is very straightforward. Most of these boxes are optional except these top here. Campaign name, keywords, your preferences, and then of course your backlinks and the RSS feed, which is optional too here. So just like that. And there we go. We created our campaign. Successfully created, and that was it. It automatically will start pinging this new campaign through every visitor that lands on this blog. Okay, now let's click on manage campaigns. As you can see right here, it gives us some information, the RSS feed that I entered, just things like that. We can edit it. It's very straightforward. Let's go back there. We can delete it, which I don't recommend. You can pause it. You can reset stats, or you can just look at the stats. But again, I just created it, so there's no stats there to be found yet. And here's the other cool thing. It gives you an RSS feed that you can use, and you can submit it to RSS directories, Pingler, whatever, I will show you some cool sites for that right here. Just this little box right here. I give you a little more information where you can add the RSS feed that it created for you. Again, it's not mandatory. It's just something I would do. Basically what it did, it created an RSS feed out of every link. I'll just show you here. So every keyword, every link, it mushed it all together, and it created an RSS feed out of it. And this is the RSS feed right here. But yeah, it really is all that straightforward. I personally would not worry about anything beyond this. It runs by itself. You can check the RSS setting here. Pretty much what this is, it is the random text that is used within the RSS feed. So what I've done, I open it up in Mozilla, and it just shows you a little better what the RSS feed actually looks like. So here, for example, it links to one of the backlinks that I put in to the campaign, as you will remember. And like I was just telling you earlier here, this description is a combination of the keywords. As you can see, it randomly gets inserted, but then the rest of it is made up of the descriptions that we have here under RSS settings. So as you can see here, basically just follow the instructions right on the screen here. If you want to edit anything, personally I wouldn't touch it. I put some effort into it and tried to set it all up so that everything looks right for any keyword, any key phrase. So, but you're welcome to touch it, to mess with it as you see fit. But again, I would not bother with it. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this. I will come up with a PDF just to explain everything in a little more detail if you'd like to prefer following that way. But aside from that, it's very, very, very straightforward. And don't be afraid to test things out yourself if you're unsure. It's very straightforward, very simple plugin, but again, very, very effective in getting your backlinks indexed and just having the search engines go crazy about your site, just continuously visiting your site and giving you a lot of credit through your backlinks when you use this plugin. So thank you very much again for being a loyal customer, for purchasing it, and I'm looking forward to a long-term relationship with you. Thanks again. Bye-bye.